I love business, and it's the people aspect to it, and all the problems and all the wins and successes too are ultimately from people. My first job at the company, it was assistant dispatch clerk, which meant I filled out the way bills that were used to pay the drivers and invoice our customers. And on a particularly hot day, I decided that I would leave early and go to the swimming hole and cool off. And my uncle, who was the manager of that office at the time, came by and noticed that there were still way bills left on my desk. So he came to the swimming hole and told me in no uncertain terms to get myself back there and finish off those bills and make sure the drivers were paid and the customers invoiced, which I did, and one of my first lessons in work ethic. My dad got ill, and it was a very serious illness, and he wasn't sure if he was going to live or not. And he said to me, I'd like you to come to work for the company, and one of two things is going to happen. I will make it, and then you and I can work together for 10 years or so, and I'd like to retire after that. Or I won't make it, and at least you'll have a head start in learning what the family business is all about.
When I first joined, Jeff took an inordinate amount of time with me to make sure I understood the context, the history, the values of the family, that I met everyone in the family so that I understood what Trimac stood for.
He stepped down from Trimac as the kind of operating head, the CEO role, about 10 years ago, and that's really given him the opportunity to explore other passions. So he has a number of other businesses where he's very actively involved, whether that be as a board member or at the Calgary Flames as an owner, and also running the Calgary Flames Foundation.
He's very interested in the day-to-day, but mostly our big stuff. What are we doing? How are we being strategic in making sure that we're making the city better than where we found it?
He has a very curious mind. That's something that's always impressed me about my dad. He can pick up and understand any business very quickly and will go very into the detail till he understands absolutely everything. So he just loves to learn and continue to learn and get involved into new things.
So the McCaig Institute for Bone and Joint Health is a research institute entirely focused around diseases of the musculoskeletal system, so bones, muscles, and joints. Being able to take just a small sample of blood and being able to run thousands of different tests to look for markers of particular conditions in the blood is one of those tangible examples of how investment from the McCaig family has benefited the care of patients around the world.
And he's constantly involved in so many things. Like, he says no to almost nothing.
He certainly practices what he preaches, absolutely. And we were at a game one night. We had this game night at the Scotiabank Saddledome, and we had a meeting at 4 o'clock, and it went to about 5:15. And Jeff had to be back for dinner at like 6:30, 6:15. And he said, I gotta go work out. I'm like, you were literally in the room that we're having dinner in. But he was, I didn't get the chance to exercise today. And he ran out.
I run almost every day. I swim or bike. And then when I have more time, I just love to be in the mountains. I can feel my spirits rise.
One time, he came to pick me up in Europe from an exchange program I was on and surprised me that we were going to climb Mont Blanc. And so on the second day of that hike, you start at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's pitch black. You got your crampons and your ice axe. You're all roped together. And we've been hiking for about 8 hours to get up and down off the glacier by the time the sun really hits. So around the 8-hour mark, I turned to him and I said, you know what? I don't know if I think I've got the energy to make it to the top, but if I do that, I don't think I'll have any gas to get back down. And he turned to me and he said, I'm willing to take that chance. And you know what? I used that story in every job interview I ever had after that. The importance of hard work and achievement and perseverance.
I would describe my father as always being very kind and very humble, but also the most hardworking man that I know. He always tells me, I love my work, I love what I do, and he just loves coming into the office every day.
There's a lot of wow that comes with, Jeff and who he is and how he leads. You don't have to lead with intimidation or bravado. You can lead by example. I'm very privileged to have the chance to work with Jeff, and he truly is making the city a better place.
I just looked up these statistics, and very few family businesses survive to the third generation. There's only 3% of all the family businesses that get started survive to the fourth generation. And for me, that would be a wonderful legacy.